this one now. This one's still in bloom, but he's fading. So, I don't see much in the way of bees and butterflies on these though, which they're supposed to attract, but I don't leave them out here long enough. And they're not in the sun for very long, and I have to bring them in because the slugs come round. I've got another one of those. I can fully recommend these. These are excellent, brilliant. I wouldn't know what to do without these. I've got a red one this time because I've already got, I'm only running out of a black one. I've got a silver, and I started, the very first one I ever bought was a nice bright blue, electric blue coloured one, and then I had the pink one, a bright cerise pink one, but now I've got a red, so I've got all the colours they do. I wish they did a green one. Got this bag. Here we go. From Poundland. What do I get? What's in here? Batteries to get the mundane stuff out of the way. These, believe it or not, only £1 in Poundland. Can we see those lovely lights? I haven't got the light on in here today. I'm just wondering if it needs it. It is bright sunlight out, but oh, I've got all the full space here, I'm afraid. Oh, yikes. Okay. So can we see them a bit better now? They're frosted glass. The only thing is they're the sort of thing that sets your teeth on edge a bit, if you know what I mean. Or if you scrape those, it makes the teeth, oh, sets my teeth on edge anyway. I just thought they'd be okay for where I'm going to put them. I don't know. I haven't even got a space anywhere for anything. Everything's packed. It's not like, oh, I'll put them on the mantelpiece downstairs. There's no space. Oops. That's right. What are you doing? I got these children's socks. Hang on, what's happening here? The picture's gone again. Don't you do that. Oh, come on, please come back. Got these kids' socks from £1. Oh, I just dropped on the floor. Got these from Poundland because I intend making some Barbie dresses out of them, or some Barbie clothes anyway. Some of the dolls, or the Barbie, or the Mycene dolls. Because it can be done out of children's socks. I got the smallest ones I could find, but I think these are going to be slightly too big. Sainsbury's do even smaller kids' socks than this, but the patterns were really nice on these, and these are only £1. They're dearer in Sainsbury's. And more, 2 reindeer for £1. I got a bit tangled up. So, God, the Christmas decorations at some of the shops haven't even got the Halloween stuff in the shops yet, and Poundland's already got their Christmas. It's been in there for about 2 weeks now. As soon as the last week in August is here, the Christmas stuff goes in the shops. So Christmas comes early in the commercial calendar. Can we see these? Oh, come on, the picture's going again. I don't want all this worry. Oh, dear. So the cable, it needs replacing, I suppose, now. The cable just needs replacing. Anyhow, yeah, they're pretty, aren't they? They've got little mirrors inside. What else have I got in here? Another eyeshadow. I haven't opened the other one yet. Toothpaste. And... oh. Bling. The Bling Baton. Not that I'm a cheerleader or anything, obviously, but I thought that was so pretty. I couldn't resist this. I'm not going to start twirling because knowing what things are like when I'm doing a video, it'll shoot across the room and break something. So I'm just going to show it to you. Look, it's got water inside, liquid of some description with glitter inside. Isn't that pretty? Oh, we can take that off. I'll take this off. We don't need the label hanging on it, do we? I'll get the loose end off. Oh, there's glitter dropping everywhere. Glitter's going everywhere. Oh, that's from the reindeer though, isn't it? The glitter's going everywhere from the reindeer. I'm only going to twirl very slowly. Yeah, that's pretty. Oh, this looks like a giant squishy, doesn't it? If you didn't know better, you'd think it was a panda bun. It looks like a giant squishy. Oh, it isn't, I can assure you. When I first got one of these, I only got like the same as the computer, 500 gig, and it quickly used up. I realised it wasn't enough, so I always get 1 terabyte now. You can get 2 terabytes as well. But, oh, hang on, this is for Windows 10. I haven't got Windows 10. I don't want Windows 10 because it hasn't got Windows Live Movie Maker with it. That doesn't mean you can't use it. That means you can use anything up to that, doesn't it? Though I doubt you could if you still had Windows 98. I was on my very old tower computer. I was still using Windows 98 long after everyone else had given up with it. Windows 98 SE to be precise. But there's the thing, yeah. And yeah. She's got no wings to flap, so it doesn't do anything. Another nice surprise from my friend in London arrived yesterday. Dr. Twelfth this time. I was thinking, oh, that's going to be Dr. Second this time, but no, I was surprised it was Dr. Twelfth. So they're not coming in order. That could play havoc with someone's OCD that likes things to be in the right order, but it's so good of him to send this. I wasn't expecting it, so yay, the Mr. Men. I'm glad they've brought these out before the woman doctor. I just, you know, if the doctor had always been female and then they suddenly changed her into a man, I'd be saying, why on earth have they done that? So I'm saying the same because the doctor's always been a male character, so anyhow, yeah, that's just my view. This is really upsetting. In the supermarket, looking out for colour schemes. It's a boy. Out. Move and move a bit more. Some of my races. It's quite nice, these vases. Poundland. Yeah, quite nice. Do we need this light on, or am I okay in here today? I'm quite pleased with my wand, baton. No, I'm not in training to be a drum majorette, but hey! I can't twirl much faster than that in here, otherwise everything will go all over the place. I'm quite sad to see these being so... I'm going to try them out, hang on a minute. It's very dark. Very washed out picture. When there's not enough light in here, the webcam lightens everything and overcompensates and it washes everything out, so we might be a bit brighter now. Anyway, I went into Boots. Oh, the sun's out outside. Let's hope that... the sun's just come out, but it doesn't shine in here. I went into Boots hoping, because when I went in last week, as I said, in my haul when I mentioned these, and because I'm doing this haul in two halves this week, so there's 2 half-week hauls. But the last week's one, the one when these girls are on the thumbnail, when I'm talking about Pippamelon, that haul, I featured these at Boots are no longer selling them, and they were selling them off, I think it was £7.50 or £7, one or the other. I said it was quite upsetting because, you know, I used to like to see them there when I went in. And I went in yesterday, a week later, thinking, oh, I'm going to buy some of those more, but because they had, when I was there last week, I bought the ones they didn't have many of. I bought the ones they didn't have many of, and I left. They had loads and loads and loads of vanilla ice cream, which is my really all-time favourite. So I thought I'm going to get one of those. So I went in and expecting to buy one of those at £7.50, and all these were sale for £2, and of course all the vanilla ice cream ones were all gone. They'd sold out, didn't have any left, so I couldn't get one. So if I get into my local Boots in the week, because this wasn't my local Boots, this was somewhere else, it's a bigger Boots. So if I go into my local Boots, they used to do the vanilla ice cream one. I'm hoping they might have some left, but they never ever had many anyway. So anyway, I got gin and tonic. I'm pretty certain I never had gin and tonic already. I was always put off buying it because I'd tried the tester and I thought I didn't want to go around smelling like a brewery or pub. But after that's been on your skin for a while, it's not too bad actually. It doesn't smell too bad. It doesn't really smell like gin and tonic after it's been on you for a while. And I got another one of oud, only £2, because I do like the smell of oud. I wouldn't say it's like the real thing. Oud is often very expensive if you buy the real, but it's nice, it's passable. And then I got another one of Fresh Laundry, which I'd already bought at the full price from the local Boots, and I mean, you know, a few years ago when they first brought these out. The funny thing is, they had 3 left in this big Boots. One was Peony, and there were 2 others who were, to me, quite nondescript sort of sense, really, and yet they were still at the full price, £15, which I really don't understand. Because I thought, does that mean they're still going to sell some? Which I hope they would, because that would be better than nothing. Anyway, in Sainsbury's I got this Boutique Express Dip and Twist acetone-free nail polish remover. Do we match that? Do we match? Do I match? Does it match? I'm always looking for matching. I'm an obsession about colour schemes. I got this one, which I'm sure I've already got, but I got it from Sainsbury's. It looked quite nice. And then It's a Boy, it's called. I don't know why it's called It's a Boy. It's not blue. It's sort of a greenish turquoisey colour, but it's nice. I wish I could find my... I've got a nail polish called It's a Girl. I think it was by Benefit. It was a lovely colour. It was a sort of pearly pink. That would probably be considered inappropriate nowadays because it would be... We're meant to be gender neutral in everything, so it would be considered inappropriate to have a nail polish called It's a Girl and having it pearly pink. Sort of a... It's like the colour of her lipstick. And moving hers made all the other girls fall down. Oh my goodness, come back. There's Sabrina. And there's Beatrice. Is this Leonora? I'm not really giving her a proper name. Oh, she's so pretty. It's Noli, of course, but... Oh, there's an irritating jabbering in the background. I am sorry. I've got this as well from Sainsbury's. See, it's a little unicorn. Oh, stop it! I can't cope. Can't cope with that jabbering voice. I've put Classic FM on. See the unicorn? Let's get it going. and if you do the like quite pretty, isn't it? I've started collecting these things. I've got started with a Halloween one. I've got a Christmas one. I know. And I got 2 of the cheese twists from Sainsbury's yesterday. They've all been gone by the time I get in there normally. I was so pleased with these from Poundland. I think they're so pretty. But as I say, they set your teeth on edge. That bit's worn off there, so that's not very good, is it? I suppose they just wear off after a while. The bits all wear off and it just... Now I've put batteries in, some of the ones I got from Poundland. The bottom row, that's not the one that says she wants LR44, I think, LR41, something like that. And these are different, but they do fit her and they work. And I've did a bit of research and I found out this little dolly is meant to be Rachel Stevens. Who's Rachel Stevens, you may ask? Well, yeah, I didn't know. I sort of vaguely recall her. Anyway, she was the singer in... Right, this is extraordinary. I don't understand. When I was in Sainsbury's last night, I picked up this, I looked at it, and it said it's a boy. And then the row that it was in, I thought, well, I'm not going to take the one in front, because sometimes people use them as testers, even though you're not supposed to. So I took the one from the back, at the end of the back of the row, and that's the one. It was the same colour, but I've just realised what I've brought home is the same as the one I've got downstairs called Roof Terrace. And there's another one here called False Green, but yeah, so instead of bringing back It's a Boy, I brought back another Roof Terrace. So that's a bit... that's a bummer. So I don't understand. They must have one called It's a Boy that's exactly the same colour as that, or almost the same. How strange. Oh, that little yellow one's blooming now, so that's good. So all we've had so far is that little pink one has lasted a very long time, and now the yellow one. So I'll put them back. There's not much sun today, I'm afraid, but a little bit coming out, so... Next time, if I get these, I should put them in a proper pot. I mean, Friends of the Earth suggested putting them in a paper cup and putting them on the sunny doorstep, but it's not very sunny here. I only get it for about an hour a day. If that, well, maybe 2. Yeah, so I've brought them in now so they can get a bit more light inside. That's the only 2 that's flowered. I'm putting on, this is the only one that's flowering now. This, I don't know if it's some sort of marigold, so I'm putting these outside now. I'm going back to bed. It's early morning. Apparently the Library of Fragrance are closing their operations in the UK, so this is why Boots are selling them all off cheap. I'm so upset about that. Well, that's another story. That's we're talking about. No, sorry. There we are. The plant looks nice. I don't know what this little pink flower, yellow flower is called, but it's so pretty. It's not, I thought it was going to be a marigold, but it's not that. It's doing very well. It's the only one flowering. There's only 2 of them that's flowered. Only 2 that's flowered. Isn't it? Only 2 that's flowered, isn't it? Only 2 that's flowered. Oh, why was I calling this doll Astrid in my Oh, her name's not Astrid. It was the Fantasy Princess one I named Astrid. For some reason I was thinking this one was called Astrid. I think I called this one Mistral. She could be Mistral the mermaid. Mistral. So I don't know, I haven't made up my mind yet. Maybe Mistral. Mistral the mermaid. I think her tail rotates at the bottom. You turn that round, and I don't know how she's powers through the water under her own steam. Or maybe not. It's lovely. It's lovely.